Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, good afternoon. I'm coming at you live on the podcast right now. Um, Welcome to the No Judgment Zone with me, Sean Taylor, discussing topics with no judgments, discussing topics with no judgments. You are now in the No Judgment Zone, discussing topics with no judgments. So, to segue into that and what that actually means, that means there's no judgments. You can comment, you can say what you want to say, or there's no judgments at all. We're just pretty much discussing topics with no judgments, pretty much. So, to all the places that I'm streaming, my YouTube channel, the No Judgment Zone, my business Facebook page, Tailor Made Training for You, and also my personal Facebook page too as well. If you're not tuning in live right now, you can actually go back and you can actually check it out. Leave your comments or likes or don't. It's totally up to you. So today's topic is about excuses. Excuses. Something I'm sure something a lot of us are all familiar with. Defending your excuses. So I'm going to segue into different, navigate through different, areas that people like to defend their excuses. The number one area I really want to target on is how people like to defend their excuses when it comes to their health and their bodies, getting their bodies right. So I was having a discussion with one of my clients this morning, and he asked me a question. He said, "Sean, you know what gout is?" I said, "Gout is, he has a family member who's got gout," and I said, it's just a gout is a pretty much a different terms of inflamed. Just a different type of inflamed arthritis." And he was like, "Is there a remedy for that?" I said, "No, not really, but you can minimize it by what you put into your body and through exercise." And then we got into a deep discussion, at the end of his workout, and I was telling him, I said, "Man, the problem with people is they are not self-aware of what they put into their bodies, and your body reacts to what you put into it, whether it's good or whether it's bad. If you put junk, bad food into your body, guess what? Your body's going to have a reaction to that. And, it's not going to be good. So you also have to think, listen, if I put good stuff in my body also is going to react to that as well. See, whatever you put into your body is going to react. Pretty much what you put into your body is going to show what you're putting into your body. And then through exercise, your body's going to show whether your body's also going to show if you exercise or if you don't. Your body's going to show whether you exercise, and your body's going to show whether you're eating right. You're going to see it. That's something you can't hide, you can't camouflage, you can't filter it. How people, filters are what people, they look like this one, they face look like this way, and then they filter and then it looks smooth. It's almost like their face is perfect. One thing about your body, you can't filter that in the public. You can filter things all on social media. And that's why I tell people, man, don't believe nothing you see on social media. Don't leave here on social media. Because the majority of social media is nothing but it's fake and it's lies, and it's people don't look how they majority of people don't look how they look on social media. I mean, in public, because of all the filters and the what's that thing that people do? I'm trying to think. Photoshopping, things of that nature. So you can't believe nothing you see. You see a person like, man, that person don't look nothing like they look on, how they look on social media. Well, that's because of all that filtering. I mean, I don't even know how you do that stuff. So I couldn't be able to filter nothing if I wanted to, because I don't know how to do it. I'm not social media savvy when it comes to that stuff. I barely can navigate what I basically do on a regular basis when it comes to social media and stream yards and videos and stuff like that. So all that other fancy stuff and Snapchat, I don't even have. I mean, I don't know. It's just, it becomes a overwhelming to a sense, and people lean on their excuses even when it comes to filters. Or why are you filtering yourself? If that's not how you look, so you're lying to the public, is that how you look? You're just trying to make yourself look better, than what you are, man. No, don't do that. Don't do that. That's not a good thing. But yet still people defend their excuses when it comes to that. People defend their excuses when it comes to why they don't exercise. I don't have time. It's too costly. But then those same people who don't have time, you see them on trips and vacations and doing this and doing that. See, they defend their excuses. They say it's too expensive. Again, hence the trips and all of this and all of that. But it's too much money. People do what they want to do when they want to do it. And if there's no cause of concern, there's no sense of urgency, they are not going to do it. They're going to do exactly what they want to do. And I was telling my dude, this morning, I said, man, me and my brother had a discussion. My brother said it plain. These fools don't care nothing about working out, man. They don't, man. If these fools can get a shortcut around not to work out, a shortcut around what I can eat this and not eat that, they're going to do it, man. They're going to take a shortcut, man. Everybody is interested in the easy button, man. So imagine if this was easy button, they just want to tap it, man, so they can just get it. They don't want to do nothing difficult. They don't want to reason to logical common sense. Everything is everybody else. They got an excuse for everything. They got an excuse for their triggers. They got an excuse for their traumas. They got an excuse for their past. They have an excuse for everything. They got an excuse for how they act in the now. They have an excuse. People are constantly and consistently defending their excuses. And see, when you defend your excuses, when you start to defend your excuses, you succumb to them. And you succumb to everything there's nothing going to be good by defending your excuses or justifying your excuses. You ever had a conversation with someone and the first thing they say, well, I'm not trying to justify it. Well, if you got to lead in not trying to justify, you've already justified it. Again, I tell people all the time, man, and I was telling him, man, I said, man, this morning, I said, man, people think they're so smart when they dumb all day long. They don't even listen to themselves when they speak. And then they try to pretty much have a back and forth argument with you. Like, man, you're a joke, dude. You're a joke. You're a joke, sis. You're just a joke. I'm just entertaining you, because if I say anything to you, I mean, it's going to turn into an argument or this and that and whatever. So why even bother? Because I already know what your reaction is going to be. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But my grandmother used to always say, excuses are for the weak. I don't want to hear your excuses. I just want you to fix it. Because I can sit up here and tell you the whys of why I did wrong, why I used to lie, why I used to cheat, why I used to manipulate, why I used to womanize, why I was a stick people, why I used to steal, why I used to beat people up. Well, I can give you a million reasons and a million excuses of why I did something wrong. But those excuses aren't valid until I see and change from doing those things that I used to. In life, there's reasons and there's excuses. Majority of people live on excuses because their reasons are not even valid. There's excuses in relationships. There's excuses in co-parenting. There's excuses in dealing with exes. There's excuses in not getting your body right, why I don't get that promotion, why I didn't get that education, why I didn't apply myself when I was younger. It's all different type of excuses. See, what matters is right now. What happened yesterday, it no longer matters. What happened 2 years ago, it no longer matters. What happened 5 years ago, it don't even matter. What happened 10 years ago, it doesn't even matter. But people are still defending their excuses from everything that their past. And it gets real old and redundant after a while because it's old and tired. Because you want to live on defending your excuses of why you act the way you act, why you think the way you think, why you do the way you do, why you neglect your body, why you neglect your marriage, why you neglect your relationships. Why is it all about you? It's all about how self-absorbed you are. It's all about what you go through. It's all about your triggers. It's all about your traumas. And the number one thing my therapist told me about triggers, he said, Sean, let me tell you something about triggers. Triggers is your responsibility, bro. Straight up in my face with it. Brother told me, your triggers is your responsibility. Sean, it ain't it's not, what gives you the right to put your triggers on other people? And people do that a lot. Well, I'm triggered. Oh, I'm triggered. I'm triggered. I wasn't with you when you was doing your whoever triggered you or whatever triggers you going through. I don't give two shits about your triggers. To be perfectly honest with you. Pretty much my therapist says, Sean, your triggers is your responsibility. Putting your triggers people, that's an easy way out. That's using people as a scapegoat. He said, Sean, think about it. Think about this. When you put your triggers and your stuff on other people, that ain't got nothing to do with it. How is that their responsibility, Sean? How is that their accountability, Sean? How is it their ownership, Sean? How is it? I heard a young lady talk about low tolerance. When you have a low tolerance at anything, that means you lack patience. When you have a low tolerance about I'm not going to do this and I'm not going to do that and I'm not putting up with this, you have no patience. But let me tell you something. There's a flip side to that coin. Don't expect people to be patient with you. Don't expect people to have a high tolerance for you. Don't expect people to put up with your nonsense. Don't expect people to pull up with your warped, delusional way of thinking. Because your thinking doesn't make logical common sense at all. You literally feel as if that you somebody special because of the shit that you've been through in life. Let me tell you something. It's like Gwen said, we all got bullshit and we all done been through shit. Get over your shit. You ain't nobody special because this happened to you and that happened to you. And you dumping that nonsense on people. You ain't even getting the professional help that you need. You think it's frowned upon. You worry about what everybody thinks. You make moves based off what public perception and what they think and what they say. Oh, they're going to think this and what. Yeah, I got a fucking therapist. Do I give a damn about what anybody thinks? Anybody. That's family or friends. No, the hell I don't. Because you know why? Because I am seeking the help to make me better. I ain't making me better for my kids. I ain't making me better for who I'm with. I'm making me better for me. Because I got to live in this shell. I got to live in this thing that sits in between my shoulders. How is it going to get better when I am deliberately thinking that all the answers to everything on the test, I'm the Yoda of life. I know everything. And that's the problem. People think they walk around here like they fucking Yoda, like they know every goddamn thing. And you are messed up from beginning of what comes out of your mouth to the end. How you deal with situations and circumstances, how you deal with everybody else's stuff. You got mental stuff, but you blow off other people's mental stuff. But you want people to be there for your mental shit. Let me tell you something, man. I'm telling everybody, if you got anybody in your life who don't believe in reciprocation, run. Get the hell away from them people, man, because they're going to drain you and you're going to be pouring from an empty cup because you ain't going to have nothing left. They are emotionally, psychologically, physically exhausting. They are exhausting because everything is about them, how they feel, all my feelings, whatever, defending their excuses. Stay away from people who defend their excuses opposed to taking a responsibility, accountability, and ownership. My trauma is my shit. It ain't got nothing to do with me. My trauma ain't my wife's trauma. My trauma ain't my woman's trauma. My trauma ain't my brother's trauma. It ain't my cousin's trauma. It's not my mother, my father's trauma. It's not my kids' trauma. It's my shit. I have to take ownership and responsibility. And when my therapist pointed out, Sean, your triggers and your trauma, that's your shit. Take responsibility of where you stand in it and then rise above it. So that's why I give people, I'm like, man, I want, until you start making sense, I'm going to keep giving you that smoke, because until you take ownership, until you show me change, I'm going to be, no, this is what it is. You're in denial. You're in constant deflection of your bullshit, of how you speak to people on the job, how you deal with people in your personal life, how you deal with family members, your own freaking kids. You are in a high state of disillusion. And you think everybody's supposed to buy what you're selling. Man, the intelligent is never buying what you're selling, bro. It's whoever you are. Until you take ownership, nothing's going to change. When he put that thing on me, he said, man, I'm not like every therapist, bro. I'm not like, no. I make people own their nonsense inside. Whether it's grief, whether it's love, whether it's breakups, whether it's divorce, whether it's abandonment, whatever what it is, Sean, whether it's childhood trauma, no matter what it is, no, you are going to be in this office. You are going to own your stuff instead of dumping it on everybody else. And then justifying why you are the way you are. Sean, I ain't have nothing to do with what you went through as a kid, man. I ain't have nothing to do with bad relationships and friendships you had. Why are you dumping that nonsense on me? Because you triggered? Sean, your triggers are your responsibility. Stand up and own them. Ladies, your triggers is your responsibility. Be a woman and own your shit. Don't put that on that dude. Brothers, don't put your triggers and trauma on that chick. It's not their responsibility. Their responsibility is to emotionally navigate through your bullshit. Call you out on it and be like, we're going to do one or two things. Either you're going to deal with this and own it and stop succumbing to it and stop treating me a certain way, or that ain't going to work. One thing about time, and I'm going to keep talking about it, I'm going to keep talking about it, I'm going to keep talking about it, and I'm going to keep talking about how precious and the biggest commodity you got is time. I'm stingy with my time. If I feel as if at this juncture, my time is being wasted with this freaking idiot, they too dumb to receive what I'm giving mentally, psychologically, intellectually, no, I need to be with another dummy. Don't waste your time. Stop giving people your time who do not deserve your time. They ain't even appreciating it. They're depreciating it, but they're not appreciating it. Let me repeat that. They are depreciating your time, but they're not appreciating your time. Depreciating and appreciating are totally two different things. When something depreciates, that means it's diminishing. That means there's a minus. That means you're losing. There's no appreciation in it, because the attitude of appreciation will personally reflect. Everybody knows when someone truly appreciates them, and everybody knows when someone does not. Everybody knows when someone's taking them for granted, and everybody knows when someone does not. Because people who don't take you for granted, they act different, they move different, they love different, they like different. They make you feel different. But people who take you for granted, you know what that's like, because you feel empty. You feel as if you're not getting nothing out. Feel as if there's no, you know what I'm saying? There's no reciprocation. Stop dealing with people who constantly, consistently, always defend their excuses. She keep defending her excuses. That's why she gonna stay fat. He keeps defending his excuses. That's why he gonna stay fat. They keep defending their excuses. That's why they're going to keep going to Popeyes every day, eating Burger King every day, eating processed food every day, not going to exercise at all. But they're going to keep defending the whys. They're going to keep defending the whys. Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something, man. Don't downplay or cater to other people's insecurities, man. They playing on you. Your insecurities, I learned this in Psych 101. Insecurities ain't got nothing to do with me. That's got everything to do with you. You've always had certain insecurities, no matter what you've been through, whatever. Let me tell you something, man. If I wanted to cry me a river for every bad friendship, relationship, marriage I've been in, I would be dumping all that on people. But see, there's this wonderful word that's called compartmentalization. And see, compartmentalize means to separate, to know the difference of. You put things where they need to be, and you deal with them when it's at the right opportune time to deal with it. Some people can't even compartmentalize things. They can't compartmentalize problems. They can't compartmentalize situations, circumstances. They can't compartmentalize their own mental shit. They can't compartmentalize their traumas. They can't compartmentalize their triggers. They can't compartmentalize nothing. They don't even know the definitive meaning of what compartmentalization actually means. They can't even compartmentalize emotional intelligence. And if you have a low tolerance of something, that means you have no patience of a thing. And for me, once I sense that, once I smell that low tolerance, no, it's just a means of an end. It's just a means to an end. Eventually, this thing is going to be ended. Because intelligently, intellectually, you don't get me. And I see how dumb you are. That's not going to work. It won't work. Because I'm going to get annoyed with you because you're a dummy. You don't think. You don't adhere to, you don't follow through, you keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, over again. At some point, when are we going to take ownership and responsibility of how we are as people? When are we going to do that? We can't do that because we are constantly defending our excuses. I'm never going to get my body right because I keep defending my excuses. I'm never going to be able to eat right because I keep defending my excuses. I'm never going to be able to keep a relationship lasting longer than a year because I keep defending my excuses. I can't. I wonder why every dude keep dumping me or why everything keep working out. I keep defending my excuses on my mouth. I don't know when to shut the fuck up. I got to have the last word. I don't know how to change my facial gestures. I'm defending that excuse. I'm defending every excuse in the book of why I'm not doing better. Man, I'm always the bridesmaid and never the bride. Well, maybe it's you. Nobody wants to ever have these uncomfortable conversations and these uncomfortable self-gut checks of themselves. See, when you gut check your own self and stop expecting people to gut check you. See, let me tell you something about the mirror. What I love about the mirror is that mirror stay cold-blooded all day long. Whatever you see, the mirror is going to show you that reflection. It's going to show you how big your head is, how big your cheeks is, how that no neck you don't have. It's going to show you all how your body looks. The mirror stays cold-blooded. And it don't care nothing about your feelings. So whatever reflection you see in the mirror, you see it. If you tired of the way your body looks, then change it. If you tired of losing in relationships and marriage and stuff, then change your attitude. See, my therapist had to point out, he said, Sean, it's you versus you. And then when we start having more transparent, more candid conversations, more manly conversations, he said, I'm a man just like you. I know what's going on out there. I know they don't. I know a small percentage give a damn about what we go through. But that's why, see, when you come in here, I'm just like you. I'm black just like you. I'm a man just like you. I got education just like you. I go through man thoughts just like you. See, when you come in the table in front of me, Sean, we got to put the bullshit all on the table. Sean, I can't work with you if you're going to be less than honest with me constantly. So stop holding back the truth and just put it all on the table. The vulnerability, everything, just put it out there. He said, I guarantee if you come here each session, when you deplete all that stuff, you're going to be drained when you leave. When you leave and you're drained, that means you've left it all on the table. And a lot of y'all ain't leaving everything on the table in your own, with your own mental psyches. You're holding back here, you're holding back there, you're holding back here, you're holding back there, you're holding back here, you're holding back there. All because you are afraid. You are living in fear. A lot of y'all are scared to go to the gym because you're embarrassed because of the way you look. You're scared to render yourself vulnerable for somebody who don't know you in a personal training consultation based off how you look. You think they're judging you when they're just there to help you. Look, I know we live in a judgmental society. I know society don't give a damn about nothing but itself. I know that. But Gwen been telling me and Lynn since we was kids, the world don't care nothing about you. So when we became adults, we knew. We wasn't shocked. We wasn't appalled. We wasn't taken aback. We knew because she groomed it in our heads. So nothing shocking about the world don't care. I'm not even shocked when these females out here don't care about men. I'm not shocked. I navigate through them not to even deal with. Once I find out, and you have to study and observe, then decide by watching. Once I find out, see, it takes a minute. Once you find out they really literally don't give a damn theoretically about how I feel mentally, now I know, okay, I got to cancel her dud ass and move on. That's how you do it. But sometimes you'll hold on to something a little bit longer than you should have to see if it's going to change. You try to work, you try to work, you try to work. No. Now you see the track record of why they track record of where it is because of who they are. You only can hide who you are for so long. Trust me, I used to do it. And when it came out, and I messed up everything. I messed up mine and theirs. But you only can hide who you are for so long. And I got tired of that. Now I'm giving you the shit. So I'm giving it straight up to your face. I don't care whether you like my brutal honesty. I don't like if you like my being candid, my transparency. No, I'm never going to go back to being lying. I don't care who you are. You ain't worth me lying to. It's not worth it. You asked me something. You done caught me with my hairs in the crossfire. You got my balls in the vice, and I'm not going to sit there and get an attitude and lie. This is it. This is what happened. One or two things going to happen. You either going to forgive me, we're going to make it work, or not. I'm not an unforgiving person because I was raised by a mother who taught me on forgiveness. She taught me and my brother what forgiveness truly means. She broke down why being unforgiving makes me why being unforgiving anyone makes me look dumb. Why being bitter makes me look dumb. Why me living in the past makes me look dumb. Why me being resentful makes me look dumb. Why me looking down on others as if I ain't gonna never come down on my high makes me look dumb. Why setting myself up with pride and ego makes me look dumb. So all those things that I just named out, when I see that in other people, I already know they had a dead end. I already know ain't nothing good coming from all those factors that I just named and listed. If you too powerful, you can't listen to your trainer. If you too prideful, you can't listen to your husband or let him lead. If you too prideful, you can't be the student sometimes in the relationship and let your woman be the teacher sometimes because she has things that are embedded in her that the big man upstairs gave her that you don't have, bro. Brother, we can't have babies. Brother, we can't have a cycle no matter how much we wanted to try. Brothers, we could never, ever create a living being come from our stomach and hold it for 9 months. Brother, we don't have that type of power. I see the world and I see it changing. Men want to be women and women want to be men. You know, that ain't got nothing to do with me because I know who I am and I'm staying on it. I ain't trying to change nothing. How he made me is how I am. But I tell people all the time, growth, it takes time to grow into who you are. It takes time for a man to grow into a real man. It takes time. He has to go through all the arguments. He has to go through all the fights. He has to go through all the immaturity. It takes time. It comes with age and wisdom. It comes with age. Now, sometimes, just because somebody has aged, sometimes the immaturity, they still lack maturity. But these things come with age, man. Wisdom with age. Wisdom comes with experiences. And see, when you are wise, you don't hold on to the past. When you hold on to the past, you're never going to be able to give yourself 100% completely to the next person because you're too holding on. When you're holding on to your past triggers and your past trauma and your past problems and that past issues, and I done been through this. Newsflash: everybody done been through some shit. You too dumb to let yours go. That's a you problem. And you want to negotiate about your you problems with me. That's not even intellectually smart. It is not even, it makes no sense. But you are justifying and defending your excuses of I'm this way, I'm this way, I'm this way. Yes, you're going to be that way by your damn self. Because a person who has grown into who they are as an older adult and they age and wise, they're not going to waste time with you. They're not going to waste that time. I'm not going to be penalized based off what somebody else did to you. And I'm not going to penalize you based off what somebody did to me. Because I ain't even thinking about it. I ain't even thinking. If it's in the past, it's in the past. Let me tell you something, man. It's like a death to me. They're dead to me. And I don't mean that in a derogatory sense, because when you are really engulfed in somebody or in love with somebody, you spend time with somebody, you go through two different separations, a physical separation and a psychological separation. The physical separation is going to come faster than the psychological. That psychological separation lingers, and it lingers, and it lingers, and it lingers, and it lingers, but it takes you to cut it off and kill it by the root. Until you cut it off and kill it by the root, you're still going to be talking about your triggers. How did I learn that? I learned that through therapy. I did not know that prior to. But y'all got all the sense. You are the Yodas of life. You're the Yodas of relationship. You're the Yodas of men. You're the Yodas of women. You're the Yodas of working out. You're the Yodas of everything, but nothing is reflecting that you are Yoda of anything. Damn. Because if you were the Yoda of marriage and relationship, you would have a healthy, successful one. You would be already married if you were the Yoda of it. If you were the Yoda of getting your body right, your body will be tight all around, baby. No surgery. No surgery. No shortcuts. If you were the Yoda of everything, you would know how to shut your damn mouth sometimes. You would know how to shut this, and then you would know when to open it. My mother always told me, it's the wise woman who make it 30, 40, 50, 60 years with that same dude. The wise man knows it's best to be on a rooftop than to be in a house with a brawling, mouthy, confrontational female. It's the worst female to have, man. She got to have the last word. She's always starting stuff. She's always creating problems. She's always doing this. She's always doing that. She correcting you on everything, but she ain't changing a damn thing. And vice versa with men. Check your surroundings, man. Check the mindsets of people, bro. Check the mindsets of people, sis. Check their minds, man. check their minds, man. When they stuck on this is it, this is it, well, you know what? Okay, good luck. I already know my mind. I'm just gonna cancel them. I just don't know when I'm canceling they dud ass. I gotta figure that out. You got to stop defending your excuses in life if you want to progress in life. Sis, if you're trying to get that body to go backwards in age internally, you need to get on your grind when it comes to your fitness and stop making excuses and stop defending them. If you want to look better naked, men and women, you got to stop defending your excuses. Brothers, if you want to get more lean muscle tissue, you got to stop defending your excuses. Brothers, it's all right if a man knows something more than you. That don't make you less than a man. It's all right to train with a trainer who looks how you would want to look. It's okay. Brothers, let me tell you something, man. Not every dude wants your woman, man. Trust me. Not every dude wants your woman. So I'm training you, dude, I don't want her. On my mama, I don't want your woman, bro. Trust me on that. You ain't got to be intimidated by me because I don't want what you got. Because I can get my own. I ain't got them issues. I don't want nothing, none of you, nobody. That's yours. Do whatever you want to do with. That ain't none of my business. I don't want your chick, bro. I don't want her. I don't want her like that. No. She belongs to you. That's your problem. I don't want it. No, ma'am. No, sir. Sometimes people take niceness for being something. Just because I'm nice to you don't mean I want you. Just because I emoji your shit don't mean that I want you. I just dig people who doing dope shit. I'm just digging people who think they self is dope. I'm like, I like that. I love that positivity stuff. It's a goddamn emoji. Easy there, Chief. Relax. If I gotta have an argument with a grown-ass person over an emoji, boy, look at here. They got some immaturity that they need to work on. That's some shit that they got, you know, ain't got nothing to do with me. And I'm not finna sit here. I'm not doing it back and forth over emoji. No. I'm way too old for that. Man, I ain't finna sit up here and entertain you. No, you can have that argument by your dead ass self. No, don't ain't finna talk about it. Yeah, all right, that's it. I ain't talking about, don't bring that stupid shit up to me again. That's stupidity, and it's petty as hell. I don't give a damn what you went through. Ain't got nothing to do with me. That's got something to do with you and old boy. You got something you need to fix, go back to him and fix it. And I tell people, I really don't care how people think about this. I lost the first woman I ever fell in love with. So if you walk out, you ain't being the first that walked out. That means you ain't meant to be there. If you break up with me, that means you ain't be there. You save me a favor. Please make room for the real person to walk in. Please do me a favor. Because I'm not going to lose a millisecond of sleep if that's your final decision. If you never talk to me again, if you never text me again, if you never bother me again, it don't bother me, baby. You know why? Because you made the mistake of thinking that you really think that you all of that. When I lost the first woman I ever fell in love with, and that's my mom. She ain't never coming back. So your dad ass can walk. I really don't give two shits if that's your decision. All I'm going to be mad is that I invested my time in your monkey ass. That's all I'm going to be mad about. I invested my time in that sucker. I invested my time in that watered down BS. And I'm going to be mad at me. But I'm going to put that in my mental Rolodex and learn. Watch. Those wolves in sheep's clothing. Watch. It's some great Oscar nominated. It's some great Academy Award winners out here, man, when it comes to acting. They good out here, man. They're great men actors and they're great female actors. Boy, they should be at the Academy Awards to receive the award for best actor and actress in the drama series. They need to be there. I see through all that stuff. Here's the deal. That controlling, that subliminal control, no, man. I'm sorry. I'm alpha all day. I'm compromised. I can sacrifice because that's, but man, when it comes to seeing through the BS, no, it's not gonna work over here. Defending your bullshit, no. I'm not gonna make excuses up for me. If I lied, I did it. If I fucked around, I did it. If I slept and cheated, I did it. If I had 2 different lives, I did it. If I stole, I did it. If I robbed, I did it. Police record, done. So if you can't accept me for my flaws, idiosyncrasies, and my imperfections, fuck you, your mama. I really don't give a shit. Because I accept your monkey ass just for who you are, not for where I want you to be. So if that's not reciprocated, you can eat a bag of dicks and we can part ways. And I ain't gonna have nothing bad to say about you. I ain't saying nothing to your friends, your family, nobody. Your name would never come out my mouth. It'll be to speak your name, to utter your existence would be like blasphemy in my mind. I'm not gonna give you the satisfaction to even say your name at all. Because when I want to turn on the hardness, I could turn on that hardness to volume 100. And that hardness is impenetrable. And you'll never get through that again. Once I turn that hardness on to 100, it's like Fort Knox, baby. You ain't getting in it. I could turn that shit on and I could turn that shit off. And it's my defense mechanism to get through whatever I got to go through. It's called survival. And see, you ain't walked a day in these size 12 shoes, so you don't know what the hell I done been through. You don't. You think it's something you've been through, it'll be like a walk in the park for me because I done been through 100 times worse. It is what it is, man. There's not been no soft periods in my life, not one. Not one. Not one. Came out the gate with bullshit. After bullshit, after bullshit, after bullshit. I had to navigate. Ain't have time for crying. Had to navigate. Ain't have time to, woe is me. Had to navigate. Ain't have time to feel sorry for myself. Had to keep it moving. But when I lost my source of strength, when I lost Gwen, my whole life did a 360. My whole mindset did a 360. When I went through those things with people who's supposed to be down for me, 10 toes down, and I thought they was always gonna be, no, man. No. People are who they are, man. They're fickle as hell. And I'm not going to defend their reasons of why they fickle, but man, come on, man. I see through you, man. I see through you like looking through a piece of thin tissue paper. You see through. You see through, man. So defend your excuses all you want. Justify your excuses all you want. They just falls on deaf ears. I'd be like, yep, And you don't even know it. I'm blowing you off mentally. You don't even know it. You don't even know it. You just don't get it. You ain't trying to get it. Because if you was trying to get it, you would be trying to do better. Your attitude would be better. Your answers would be better. Your concern would be better. Everything would be better. And it's not. Because it's always about you. Stay away from people and be aware of people who are looking for easy. Them people gonna leave you the minute the situation calls for it. I'm not shocked when people leave. I'm shocked when they stay. I'm not shocked when people leave. I'm shocked when they stick around. I'm not shocked when people leave. I'm shocked when they go through hell with me. I'm shocked when they go through the gutter with me. I'm shocked when they go through the gritty and the grimy stuff with me. I'm shocked when they're patient. I'm shocked when they don't have a low tolerance and they have a high tolerance. I'm shocked not when they leave, when they choose to lock in, when they choose to be 10 toes down, no matter what we go through. That shit is rare. I'm shocked when they're not, when they're non-judgmental, because judgmental people are everywhere. The world is saturated with judgmental people. I'm shocked when they're non-judgmental. I'm shocked. Stop defending your excuses if you want to get your body right. Stop defending excuses if you want to lose weight. Stop defending your excuses if you want to gain lean muscle tissue. Stop defending your excuses if you want to drop body fat. Stop defending your excuses if you want to get off that insulin when it comes to diabetes. Stop defending your excuses if you want to get off that cholesterol medicine. Stop defending your excuses if you want to get off all those $1,000 worth of pills that's got you pretty much on life support right now. Stop defending your excuses if you want your relationship and marriage to work. Stop defending your excuses when it comes to anything. Don't defend your excuses. If you continuously defend your excuses, you will continuously succumb and justify them. So when someone calls you out on your nonsense and how you are, you're going to be always on the defense. But these same people that I talk about, they are quick to call somebody out on somebody. But boy, when somebody calls them out, they ain't man enough, a woman enough to take it. They ain't man enough, a woman to take it. They're going to give you a whole attitude. Their vibe going to be different. Their energy going to be different. Yeah. And they wonder why men internalize things. Men internalize shit because y'all don't even care about what they feel about shit, what they think about shit, because it's all about you. It's funny how I don't need a man, but you expect that same man that you don't need to protect your dud ass. Huh. Somebody riddle me that shit. Wynn told me, all that shit that be dish that same damn smoke. That's why I ain't got no respect to person. I don't care about your vagina. You dishing that smoke, this and that, I'm giving you that same smoke back. Oh, you thought because you got a vagina, you're somebody special. No, you ain't. You don't understand. That man, he ain't gonna, what? No, he gonna call you out on that. He gonna like, who you think you talk to? That don't work over here. That work with them soft spineless dudes. That don't work over here. This is how it is. So as a woman, you either gonna stand up or you gonna bitch up and go to the next week, go to the dude this week. What you can do whatever you want, say whatever you want, act how you want. Be neglect all you want. Have no emotional intelligence all you want. Blah blah blah. No, man. Every time a man speaks up about anything in positive, constructive criticism, y'all females got a whole damn problem with it. And there's only a few real ones that's gonna stand up and be like, you know what? Preach. That brother's right. Them bitches on that bullshit. Only a few. Those are the real ones. The mother ones are, my mom said, just because a woman is over own age, don't mean that she's thinking like a grown woman. There are women that are 40s, 50s, all little girl mentalities. Because it's all about me, all my feelings, all my trauma, all my triggers. You got a high school mentality, baby. Grow the fuck up and get over that shit. Not everybody trying to do anything to your punk dud ass. Not everybody trying to hurt you, seeing you through some shit. Oh, you special because you've been through some shit? Let me tell you something, man. I have walked in on a woman being dicked down in my face. Don't tell me nothing about what you done fucking been through. Please don't tell me about what you done been through. I don't hear nobody calling me with that one. I don't hear nobody commenting on that one. But you done been through so much shit. Fuck the reason why it happened, but it happened. Saw it with my own two eyes. It only happened once. But let me tell you, I was calm and cool, which was a scary thing. When I had every right to just lose my shit, I was calm and I was cool. And that's something to be extremely afraid of. But I did tell a dude, no, homie. No. Leave them clothes on the floor, bro. You gonna walk your naked ass out here in the streets with nothing. You grab them clothes, I swear, I'ma snatch your esophagus straight up out of you. Don't touch them clothes. Don't touch them. I swear to God, man, on my life, you touch them clothes, I'ma take your esophagus straight up out you. You gonna die today with my own two hands. No gun, no weapons, just with these. Don't grab them clothes. And his naked ass got right up out of there. She was petrified, literally petrified. I'm like, Mama, my mama raised me right. I ain't gonna whoop your ass up in here. But it's not gonna unchange anything. But I just want to know why you did it. Sit down. Sit down. Tell me why you did it. And we had a conversation. And she explained why she did it. A lot of it was my fault. I neglected her. Wasn't giving her attention. I get that. I understood. I sat down, leaned back. That was on me. Okay. Tried to work it out a little bit, but then didn't last. But bottom line is this. I'm telling you that story to let you know everybody has been through something. But I'm yet not treating somebody based off of what I've been through. And everybody whining and complaining and bitching and moaning and resentful and bitter. But I still got love for the woman. Because I know he didn't make this world for me to live alone in it without her. And I got enough wide wisdom and understanding and intellect and common sense to know that men and women need each other. Despite what these stupid ass negative podcasts and these stupid ass social society is telling you. We need each other. We were created for one another. For a purpose. It was designed for a purpose. And you may not like my rhetoric, my verbiage, my vernacular, my use of words and profanity. But within all that is truth. Brutal, raw, naked truth. And at the end of the day, all you can do is respect a man or woman who coming at you straight up with truth. At least you know where you stand. At least you know where they're coming from. See, I don't care about my bullshit because you judgmental motherfuckers gonna judge me anyway. So I really don't care what you think. I don't care what you think. I don't care how you feel. I don't care if you like me. I don't care if you want to follow me. I don't care if you want to be my friend. I don't care if she never speaks to me again. I don't care if she breaks up with me tomorrow. I don't care. I have lost some of the most amazing people that I'm never going to get back again. So if your dud ass walks away from me, friend, family, whatever, it is what the fuck it is. Because I've succumbed to a lot of loss. A lot. Been through a lot. But that don't make me nobody special. You know? I'm not crying. My face get oily, so I'm just wiping it off. But listen, stop defending your excuses. Stop defending your excuses to be a bitch. Stop defending your excuses to be a dick. Stop defending your excuses to be an asshole. Stop defending your excuses to deal with your trauma and your triggers. Stop defending your excuses not to take care of your body, your health. Stop defending your excuses not to lose weight. Stop defending your excuses. And get off your ass and every day try to be better than you was the previous. Stop defending your excuses. That depicts you as weak. Stop justifying your excuses. That depicts you as weak. Stop justifying your trauma and your triggers. That just That depicts you as weak. That does not depict you as strong. Because if you're acting a certain way based off what the bullshit that you've been through, they won, the situation won, the circumstance won, the adversity won, that person won, that whole situation won. And you losing because you didn't change your whole thing based off of what somebody did to you. You change your whole persona based off what somebody has done to you. You've changed it all based off what was done to you. So stop giving people, situations, circumstances power over you. I said it yesterday, and I said it in clients. Sean's arguing days is over. I'm not arguing with you. Mm-mm. We don't see eye to eye. We just don't see eye to eye. But I'm not gonna argue with nobody. That's negative, wasted time. I'm not arguing with you over nothing. If we disagree, we disagree. That's fine. That's what you think. This is what I think. Okay, cool. You good? I'm good all day, baby. I'm good. I'm gonna be good. I'm good when I ain't good. I'm good when I ain't good. I'm winning when I'm losing. Because I don't think from the same mental psyche as you. People are like, well, if you did this, I'm not you. I love when people say, well, if the shoe was on the foot, I'm not you. You know why I'm not you? Because you ain't been through what I've been through. You ain't walked the path that I've walked through. You ain't seen what I've seen. You ain't built like I'm built. So I'm not going to see things and move like you move. Your dud ass playing checkers because your stupid ass don't know how to play chess. So how are me and you alike? I know how to play chess, but you don't. But you get what I'm saying? If I know how to play chess and all you know how to play is Uno and checkers, how are me and you alike? How am I going to look at a situation and have the same perspective as you do? That's your damn perspective. That's your warped perspective. So my perspective ain't your perspective. My opinion ain't your opinion. My thought process ain't your thought process. We don't look at things the same. First of all, if I'm a man and you're a woman, how the hell are we looking at things the same? As men, we have emotions. We do. But here's the thing. Majority of men, let's just say some. Let's say some, so no one's triggered. So let's just say some men know how to manage their emotions. We do have emotions, and men, we can't get emotional. Let me tell you something, brothers. Just because you get emotional, you show some vulnerable, you cry, whatever the case may be, it takes strength to do that. Don't let the world of some dumbass woman tell you or look at you different. Because every blue moon, once a year or once every 6 months, you have a moment to where you going through it. But here's the difference. He's managing those. And a lot of y'all don't know how to manage y'all emotions. And because if you don't learn how to manage your emotions, they become unrealistic expectations that turn into paranoia and mistrust of you and other people because you still dealing with your trauma and your trigger shit. You have to learn how to manage your emotions and your unrealistic expectations. A lot of y'all are, my mom taught me this too. A lot of y'all are taught what to expect from a man, but ain't even taught how to talk to him and how to treat him. Damn. Sean, you ain't go down on him. Yeah, I did. Y'all sure as hell taught what to expect from his dud ass now, ain't you? But ain't taught how to talk to him or treat him. You see, when you taught how to treat him, when you taught how to treat him, you do worry about his mental state of mind. That's because somebody taught you how to treat him. When you ain't taught how to treat him, you don't give a fuck about his state of mind. So now y'all on a crazy dating cesspool that's got shit in it, and now you want to complain when you've created it. I get it. Men are mad, women are mad, women are mad, men are mad. I get the bullshit. I get it. But my thing about it is, what are you going to do about it to make change? How are you making change? You ain't. Because you're too self-absorbed and everything is about you. And you are constantly, once again, defending your excuse. You really think that somebody owes you something. Nobody owes you anything. Like Gwen used to tell me to as well. You ain't entitled to shit. You entitled to what you work hard for. If you ain't working hard on a job, you ain't entitled to that promotion. If you're not working hard in that marriage, you ain't entitled to this. If you're not working hard with that man, you ain't entitled to that. If you're not working hard when it comes to getting that education, you ain't entitled to that degree. You are only entitled to what you work hard for. And you must work in this life. And if you don't plan on working in this life, guess what? You can expect the bare minimum because you don't want to do the work. And everything in this life is work. Like I always say, at the end of every segment, I'll get into that. But great personal training special. Listen, if you want the special, contact me ASAP, 904-403-6991. Period. All right? Like I said, at the end of every segment, I'll start judging people once I'm perfect too. But since this brother is in no way, shape, form, or fashion in danger of ever becoming perfect, you'll never have to worry about me ever judging you. I'll catch you guys on the flip. Peace.